Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Pokémon Silver. I've been looking over the sea. Such a large sea, so hard to cross. It took us quite the effort getting here, getting past the Whirl Islands and stuff like that. We are still here in Cianwood City. However, also here in Cianwood City, we actually got something very valuable, which is going to make traveling from this point on a lot easier. Let's go give it to our Pokemon right now. The first thing we're going to do in this chapter 6, the very powerful flying type move, Fly, which also has an overworld use. Probably even more important than the battle use. Only Pokemon who have wings are actually able to learn it, of course. My first Pokemon to learn this move is going to be Ferdinand, which is my bird for now. Let's see if we can actually ditch a move. We still have one of the most useless moves in the game, Growl. And that one we can actually ditch. And get one of the most important moves in the game. Ferdinand learned Fly at last. Very awesome. Alright, and before I forget, we had an evolution last time, remember? So let's go over the Pokédex data for our new Pokémon. And here you are, it looks like. The final evolution of my electric type has been reached. We are going over the Pokédex data of Ampharos, the light Pokémon. The bright light on its tail can be seen far away. It has been treasured since ancient times as a beacon. Just ask the Olivine City lighthouse, for instance. Also making use of this Pokemon's light in order to light the way. But we also have one of our own now. And speaking of Ampharos, remember our little quest where we needed to save Amphi, the lighthouse Pokemon? Now that we have the medicine, which we also got from Cianwood, we can actually return there and save him. This is how Fly works. Just like in the first game, we go over the overworld map the moment we select it in the overworld, and we can actually select any city that we've visited. Remember, only cities, nothing more. But it is still a very good method of warping around the overworld. But the first thing I'd like to do is actually visit the national park. Just like in the previous chapter, I'm going to start with catching another unique Pokemon from the bug catching contest. Let's go put my bicycle... Oh, it's all the way up top. On the select button, so we can actually easily get ourselves back there. Just passing through, don't mind me. Alright, here we are. There are two more Pokemon which we need to get here. One of them can officially also appear somewhere else, so I might wait until we get there to get that one. However, there's still one more that can only be caught right over here in the bug catching contest. And I think you already know which one that is, because we've already met him. Not per se ourselves in the grass, but we did see other trainers actually catching it here, so it is not going to be a surprise which we're after. And that is going to be a Scyther. By far my favorite bug type to use. And therefore it's kind of sad that I'm actually meeting up with him this late. But it is definitely a Pokemon I would like to try to use. Especially since the last game, where I actually did not use a single bug type in my team. At least not for the bug type moves. Let's go see if we can find Scyther at last. Alright, it took forever. It's not a surprise that this guy is by far the rarest Pokemon to appear here. But I finally found one. And unlike in the Safari Zone in the first game, where Scyther is pretty much hell to catch, it should be relatively easy here. Because here in this game we're at least able to weaken this guy. Let's go start working on that. It would be nice if this Scyther actually also lets me win the contest again, because I actually need a second Sunstone. There's actually two Pokemon that can evolve with it, so it would be nice if I actually am able to do both of them. But for that I actually need to win the contest again. I did win with the Pinsir the previous time, but I need one more. Ooh, this is perfect. I was all ready to use Hypnosis in the next turn, but Paralysis also works, of course. It's also a good status ailment. Let's go see if we can actually catch you now. I don't think we can get any better than this. Okay, I wasn't counting on the first try, so... Let's just keep on trying. No. How many Park Balls did it take again to catch the Pinsir in the previous chapter? I think it was 8 or something. Let's see if this Scyther is any better. Well, so far, no luck. Ball number 4. No. Well, I still prefer this park over the previous one, so I'm not going to complain. Ball number 5. Not even close. I'll just keep on trying until I run out. No. Come on. Screw you. In the meantime, he's trying to kill me, so I need to be careful. As long as he's using normal type moves, he's not going to hurt me, but he also knows Pursuit. And that will eventually wear me down if he keeps on using it. Alright, ball number 9. Scyther is indeed more difficult to catch than Pinsir. And there we go! It took 9 Park Balls, but we finally have him. Even with so low HP and a status ailment, still difficult to catch as you can see. But we finally have Scyther after 2 games. The Mantis Pokemon. When it moves, it leaves only a blur. If it hides in grass, its protective colors make it invisible. Awesome. Really love this Pokemon. Ever since the first generation. Even though it's pretty much impossible to catch there. Oh yeah, of course you can only bring along one Pokemon. So let's ditch the Venonat, which I'm also going to cut out now, so don't worry. Scyther is way more important. Venonat is actually a Pokemon that can also appear in a later part in the game, so that one you don't necessarily have to catch here. And this is going to be the first time it appears, but you don't necessarily have to get it here. Yeah, I know. I don't care. I want Scyther, so... Alright, let's see if I'm the winner again. That would be nice, because then I have both of the Sunstones needed to evolve both of my Pokemon. And I have both of them, so I can actually also start working on that. Hey, I also caught a Venonat. I just let it go, because I caught a better one. So that's got to be me. Second place is already a Venonat. There's no way he's beating me. I win yet again. Number 1 prize, a Sunstone. Awesome. Now, let's go continue. We finally have Scyther. My name for him is Sid. Unfortunately, with lack of a link cable, I'm not able to evolve him. And that is something I think is rather unfortunate, because his evolution is even more awesome, but... Perhaps Pokemon Stadium 2 can help me with that later on. And Arnie is calling me, which is useless, because I already have the Swarm for you. I don't care about you, Arnie. Alright, let's go check out my PC. Deposit. Helly, you are done for now. You did awesome again. And let's go bring out... the egg, there you are. Still has not hatched yet, so... I'll run around with it a little bit longer. I currently don't really have the next Pokemon I need to input in the daycare center, so I'm not really in a rush. But I do need to bring it along at some point, because otherwise it's never going to hatch. Alright, we are done with preparations. This was the first side quest. I have a couple more planned, but I think I'll do the gym first. All the other things are a little bit more optional, if you know what I mean, so... We'll be flying around the world in a minute. First we are going to fly to Olivine City, because it's time for the gym. Yeah, like I said, this is going to be a very short chapter. We're already going to take care of the gym. First thing we're going to do is quickly head back towards Moo Moo Farm, which is not this way. Because I was actually able to steal a berry from my shuckle. So I have one more. And perhaps that one is actually enough to finish the side quest finally. Because apparently I was short on berries. I'm pretty sure you need 7 of them in total. Something I was not able to reach. Let's see if this one is enough. Here you go, you poor thing. And... no. Still not enough. I need one more berry, it looks like. Well, we'll keep this side quest in mind. It was worth a shot. Can't blame a man for trying. In that case, let's continue with our quest. It's gym time, but first we need to bring the gym leader back to the gym. Let's return to the lighthouse quickly. Get all the way to the top again. And save that sick Ampharos. Hi Jasmine, I'm back. Hi Amphi. Yeah, I know you're sick, but you're not going to be for much longer. Will that medicine cure Amphi? Well, it should, so hopefully, yes. Let's give her the secret potion. Please don't be offended. Amphi will not take anything from anyone but me. Yeah, does not matter. Pokemon Center jingle. Amphi, how are you feeling? Paloo, Paloo-loo. Apparently that's the thing it says. Oh, I'm so relieved. This is just so wonderful. Thank you so very, very much. I will return to the gym. Yeah, that was the whole reason I was doing this. Not per se to save the Pokemon, but to get you back to the gym, so I can fight you. And I love how she was actually going right, so she's also going to take the shortcut. Falling through all of these holes. Oh, I already like you, Jasmine. You're a woman of my kind. But I also need to beat you, so... let's make our way to the Olivine City gym at last. The gym we were thinking we were going to do 5th, but apparently we're doing it 6th. I think this is fine enough actually, so let's leave it like this. Because we are going to take on the Steel-type gym of this game. Just to jog your memory, let's go read the sign again. Olivine City Pokemon Gym. Leader, Jasmine. The Steel-clad defense girl. Steel types is what we're dealing with. And what works best against Steel types? Fire, Fighting, and Ground. All 3 of them in my possession. This is going to be easy. Hey, and this time around we do have our doorman. Jasmine uses the newly discovered Steel type. I don't know very much about it. Well, I do. And I know which Pokemon you need to use in order to get the best results. Fire, Fighting, Ground. And all 3 of them are in my team. Even though Magnus is staying at home because the egg needs to be in my team. But I do have plenty of others that can actually take on this girl, who is alone in the gym, which is interesting. Makes it very easy to take care of this. Joffrey or Muscle, my ground and fighting type. But I think Joffrey is up for today. Jasmine, it is finally time for our fated match. Thank you for your help at the lighthouse. But this is different. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Jasmine, a gym leader. I use the Steel type. Do you know about the Steel type? It is a type that was only recently discovered. May I begin? And with recently discovered, she means it was actually introduced in the second generation of Pokémon. Even though some Pokémon were already there in the first gen, but they actually got Steel as their new type. Indeed, this was the one I was talking about. Magnemite. It was already an electric type in the first generation, but here in the second it is also a Steel type. And Steel types are similar to electric types, also weak against ground types. So, as you can see, super effective and a critical hit, so despite it being one level higher than Joffrey, it still falls in one hit. Second one, new Pokemon, Steelix. The awesome evolution of Onix. Onix was already a scary looking ground/rock type, but it can evolve in this game, and this is actually what it evolves into. Even more scary looking snake. But unlike Onix, this is actually a Steel type. Level 35, help by the way. Let's go see if Muscle can take this thing down. Not with that move. Oh, it does flinch, so thank you for that. Oh, Muscle, don't start missing now. Well, so far all of the moves are failing. Yeah, there's a high level difference, so even super effective moves will take a while. I am getting lucky so far. It's not able to attack me a whole lot. And even more lucky, I get a critical hit. But here comes Iron Tail. The strongest Steel type move in the game, so be careful. Yeah, that clearly hurts. However, you're almost down as well, so... Correction, you're no longer almost down. Yeah, this is not going to end well. I have the type advantage, but I don't think I'm going to win here. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, Iron Tail does have a tendency to miss. It's a pretty difficult move to actually connect, so... That is something that can still save me. And no, I think it's over now. This time it will hit. And Muscle is down. The level difference of 6 was something she was not able to overcome. But I still have my ground type. Also 6 levels lower, so I need to be careful. This should be enough. Yeah, there we go. Formidable opponent, Jasmine. All of her Pokemon are a lot higher level than I am, so... If I knew that, I would have trained a little bit more before this. But we still have one more. And that is just a regular Magnemite. Hopefully not too high level. Only 30, just like the first one. So this is not going to be a problem. Easy finale. And there we go. The Steelix at level 35 was definitely the most noteworthy thing in this battle. Even was able to take out one of my Pokemon. Interesting. But Jasmine has been defeated. You are a better trainer than me. In both skill and kindness. In accordance with the League rules, I will confer upon you this badge. What is the badge called? We received the Mineral Badge. We now have 6. Mineral Badge raises Pokemon's defense. Ooh. And please take this too. Technical Machine number 23. You could use that Technical Machine to teach Iron Tail. And that is something I definitely want to use, because we just saw how powerful it is. Let's do that immediately. One of the more powerful moves in the game. Also giving my team Steel abilities. And therefore giving my team the ability to damage Ice and Rock types. That is something I definitely want to use. Only Fairy and Eve can learn it, it looks like. But seeing what I'm planning to do with Eve, I think he is a better bet, so... Tail Whip. Let's forget one tail move and teach another tail move. Yeah, it's pretty obvious Pokemon does need a tail, otherwise you're not able to learn this. Only Pokemon with tails can actually learn Iron Tail, of course. So Eve is going to be my Steel type for now. And that already takes care of the gym in this chapter. A lot quicker than in the previous one. So, what are we going to do next? First up, healing, of course. Let's go to the Pokemon Center. Muscle needs some healing. And the rest too, of course. And let's go travel the world. Now that we have some more extra moves, like Fly and Surf and Strength. There's actually a couple of things we've missed here and there. And that's something I can also do in this chapter, because otherwise it's going to be one episode. And that's also no fun. Let's try to make at least 2 episodes out of this chapter. Time for side questing. Let's go ditch. Yeah, sorry Joffrey. I need to make some room. And for who do I need to make some room? One of the things we need to do is actually showing our hatched Pokemon from our mysterious egg. The Togepi, remember, Tommy. We actually need to show him to Professor Elm. The only reason why we have not done that yet is because Newbark Town was really far back. Something I did not want to walk. But now we have Fly. So every town in the game is just a button press away. This is the perfect time to finally show Professor Elm our little egg. Or what used to be our little egg. Alright, we have a lot of work for you, Ferdinand. To get started, let's go fly back to Newbark Town. Which is always the first option in our overworld menu. So, Newbark Town is the easiest town to reach. And there's of course also a couple of other things we need to check out there. All the things our mom has been buying with our money, for instance. Welcome back home. It's been so long. You can actually always talk to your mom in order to change up the settings you have for your money saving. As you can see, you will get a prompt about that. You can actually get money from your mom she's been saving. And you can also manually save some extra. So as you can see, your mom always functions as a bank in this game. By now she's actually saved up 16,000 Pokemon dollars. So it's also a very viable way to actually get some extra money if you're short. But of course that is not everything. Let's go check out our room. Because she did buy a couple of things in the meantime. The whole reason why I have this option on. So we can actually get some neat little things. Currently we don't see any. And that is because they all get saved in your PC options, you might say. You first need to access the PC. And then you can actually get some extra things in your room. And that is actually the option Decoration. Which we checked out earlier. We don't have a new bed, so you can't check that out. We also don't have a new poster. The thing she bought apparently was ornament. In this case, a Charmander doll. That is something I definitely want in my room. Let's go place it on the right side. And then when you're exiting the menus, you will see there's now a Pokemon doll on your table. It's pretty obvious there's multiple dolls your mom can buy in the game. You just need some patience in order to get all of them, you might say. But at least now we have a Charmander doll. Oh. What a thing to happen in my own room. Finally took enough steps apparently. Our egg hatches. And indeed, it is not a Jigglypuff that hatches from it. It is a new Pokemon. Igglybuff came out of its egg. Now that is the reason why I wanted to put a Jigglypuff in the daycare center. Because Jigglypuff is no longer a basic Pokemon in this game. It actually has a basic form that can only appear from an egg. And indeed, Jigglypuff is not the only Pokemon in this game where this applies to. So we're going to do this more often. And this way actually get ourselves a new, unique Pokemon. Welcome to the world, Wilma II. An Igglybuff. Now the things they think of whenever thinking of new Pokemon. Even stuff like this. And like I said, whenever talking about eggs earlier, whenever a Pokemon hatches from an egg, even if it is a unique Pokemon like this one, it always comes out level 5. An Igglybuff can actually evolve into a Jigglypuff, of course. But for that you actually need a high happiness, so you do need to use it a lot. But anyway, awesome thing to happen in our own home. Let's go move on.